Welcome back to CHOWTIME Pods. Your host, Red. We got a video today from CourtneyRyan.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm CourtneyRyan, and today we're going to be reacting to a TikTok. So we'll watch it together, reconvene, and I will tell you what I think per usual.
Can we talk about how embarrassing it is to not like your spouse? Like, you chose them, you married them, you had all the time in the world, and now you rolling your eyes every time they speak. It's not cute, it's not funny, it's just kind of sad. If you don't like your partner, other than the rare occasion, it's probably your problem. You either ignored the red flags or you settled too soon. At the end of the day, marriage isn't just about love. It's about liking the person that you are actually with. And
Makes
if you
sense.
can't sit back and say, I really want to be around this person, then what are you even doing? Bragging and poking fun that you're married to somebody that you don't like isn't cute, and it's not a flex. It's actually embarrassing.
I wonder who does that. All these TikToks that we happen to see.
Wow, yeah, I completely agree with her on this one. Honestly, I think this TikTok really highlights a behavior that is becoming way too common. People posting online about how much they dislike someone in their life, rolling their eyes, calling them annoying, bragging about it like it's funny. And honestly, that's not cute. It's not relatable. It's just, like she said, embarrassing and sad. Think about it.
I can't say it's not relatable. I think a lot of women can relate to this because a lot of women actually dislike their partners because their partners aren't usually the first choice.
You chose this person. You dated them, you committed to them, and now you're posting online about how much you dislike them? It's not just a little joke. It's embarrassing, and it's not just embarrassing for the person that you're talking about. It's embarrassing for you. It shows a lack of maturity and a lack of perspective. So I'm going to break down a couple of different things that this video makes me think about, just because I see this so much on social media that I really felt the need to make a video about it. One of the main reasons why I think this even happens in the first place is because far too often people get with someone thinking that they can fix them. They notice traits that
I mean, men and women are guilty of this, but it's definitely women that seem to think they can change men for the better.
they don't like and assume, well, I'll change this person over time, or they'll change over time. That's not how healthy relationships work. Growth together is important, absolutely, but trying to mold someone into what you want them to be, it's unfair. I see this a lot with young couples. One person will think, I can change their habits, I can teach them how to be more organized or more ambitious. And sure, people can grow and evolve over time, but my kind of rule of thumb is if you wouldn't accept them exactly as they are right now, you probably shouldn't commit to them. You probably shouldn't marry that person. Trying to change someone that you're supposed to care about usually ends up leading to resentment, frustration, and unnecessary conflict. And also,
It's good advice for us men too. Sometimes we pick a woman of the streets and think, oh, she's not going to be for the streets forever.
ultimately not liking the person that you're with. That's how we even end up in a situation where we're posting mean things about them online or saying how we don't like our significant others. Another key point here is that liking and respecting the person that you're with matters. Marriage, long-term relationships, friendships, it all matters. If you're constantly rolling your eyes, complaining, or thinking, oh, I can't stand this about them, it's really not cute. It shows that maybe your mindset about relationships is a little bit off as well. Now, I also want to be realistic here. You don't have to like every single thing about someone. People do annoying things sometimes. You will not be 100% infatuated all the time with everything that someone does. You'll probably get on each other's nerves. You'll make mistakes. You'll have little arguments. That's kind of normal. But with that being said, your annoyances aren't anybody else's business. You shouldn't be broadcasting them online or really to anybody. Some things are just meant to stay private. And this ties into another issue that I see. I think we often expect our significant others to be perfect. And then if they do something slightly annoying or make a little mistake, we feel like we need to tell everyone about it, post about it, or make them look bad. And the reality is, your boyfriend or husband isn't perfect. I guarantee you also do things that annoy him too. And he's probably not posting online about it, or at least he shouldn't be. And if he did, you would probably be a little upset, especially if he wasn't coming to you and he was just telling everybody else about it. So
I'm sure I'm an annoying guy most of the time to most of the women and even some of the men I meet with. But she's right. Why would you complain on the internet in front of everyone about why just to trash that person for whatever reason you want to?
let's just not do it. If you have an issue with someone, handle it like an adult. Talk to them. Don't just air your dirty laundry for the entire world to see. Posting it online, complaining to your friends, or joking about it in front of everyone else really just doesn't solve anything. It only creates drama and makes you look bad. Let's say your significant other forgets to do something important, or they're frustrated with something that you did. Guess what? That's a conversation for the two of you, not for your Instagram followers, not your TikTok viewers, not your YouTube subscribers. Keeping those conversations private and addressing issues directly is a sign of maturity, respect, and emotional intelligence. And honestly, it's way more attractive than posting passive-aggressive content online or talking about how much you dislike the person that you have chosen to be with. That just would tell me that you make poor decisions. I think there's also a bigger cultural trend that this TikTok really highlights, and that is that online it often seems like complaining about men or women, dating and relationships is just like the norm. I see it absolutely everywhere. And if you post positive things about your spouse or someone that you care about, people in the comments will call you a pick-me or a trad wife or definitely not a girl's girl. But liking someone, appreciating them, and speaking positively is actually a good thing. I know that might be shocking for you to hear, but my goodness. I don't necessarily think the people who post this kind of thing online or, broadcast to everyone, think about how it makes them look in the process. Like they're so worried about airing out the dirty laundry and, complaining about this person to hopefully get validation from other people in the comment section to, boost their ego or make them feel better, that they don't even think about how bad it actually makes them look. If you want to be magnetic and if you want people to respect you, one of the simplest ways to do this is actually how you talk about the people in your life. Positive energy, showing respect and appreciation, those things go a long way. When someone speaks positively about the people in their life, whether it be their boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, friend, cousin, mother-in-law, whatever it is, it just automatically makes me assume good things about the person who's saying these things. Like I just think speaking positively about people makes you look better. It makes you seem like you make good decisions, like you surround yourself with good people that you genuinely like being around. And like you're on a good path. You have a good head on your shoulders. But when someone is constantly saying negative things about people, one, I assume that, you're the common denominator here. If you're always talking negatively about everyone in your life, perhaps the problem is you. Two, you're a negative Nelly, which nobody likes. I'm not saying you need to be Little Miss Sunshine and Rainbows 24/7, but someone who is constantly negative, whether it's just in general or in the way that they speak about other people, is a serious energy vampire.
Women just nitpick so much at everything. Every little thing, like she said, they nitpick. Men, we just go with the flow majority of the time, unless it's kind of a big issue, then like it's gonna bug us. But little things, we just, whatever.
It's exhausting, and I simply don't want to be around people like that. When you speak negatively about someone, I think the goal is often to make that person look bad, have people side with you, get the validation, whatever it is. But in the process, you end up actually making yourself look bad too. But I digress. I think this video also serves as a really nice reminder of just how serious our relationship choices are. The people we commit to can either make our lives better or worse. So ignoring red flags, thinking that you can change someone, or staying with someone that you don't genuinely like isn't something that I would recommend doing. At the same time, expecting someone to be perfect because of fake content that you've seen on social media is also a mistake. I think a lot of us, both men and women, have incredibly unrealistic expectations that have warped the way that we view relationships.
Stop lying, Courtney. Most men do not have unrealistic expectations. It's mostly women. Like, this is the part where I'm going to disagree with you, Courtney, because majority of men just literally want reciprocation. They want to be treated nicely the same way we treat women nicely that we love and care for.
Which is definitely a reason for the issue that we're seeing online as well, in my opinion. And just a piece of advice here from a married woman: your spouse should be someone that you genuinely like,
Agreed.
respect, and enjoy being around. It's not about the ring, the wedding, what looks good on Instagram. This is your life that we are talking about, so choose wisely. I could probably talk about this forever because I think this is such an issue, both online and offline. I think a lot of the times when men speak to their friends, they talk really negatively about their wives or just like pick fun at her and say mean things. And I know couples sometimes joke.
You want to think that, but I have a lot of friends that are married. The wife never comes up. We hardly ever talk about their wives. We're talking about whatever we're talking about. We're talking about the food, the barbecue, the pig that we're roasting, the game maybe. Like, the wives hardly ever come up in our conversations.
Joke with each other and, poke fun at each other. And I think there's definitely a line that shouldn't be crossed when it comes to that, especially when you're getting other people involved in the conversation. So by no means am I saying that women are the only ones who are guilty of this. I just think that's mainly what we see online. I think there tends to be a lot more women who share this kind of thing online specifically. So by no means am I saying that women are the only ones who are guilty of doing this. I think men absolutely do it too. I just see
Rarely.
more women doing it online.
Correct.
Specifically. You can let me know what you think. But I will leave you with this. Handle conflicts like an adult. Keep your annoyances private. And remember, no one is perfect, including you. Some things are meant to just stay between you and the person that you care about. The way that you treat, choose, and interact with people in your life will set the tone for your relationships, your respect, and ultimately your happiness. So be intentional, be thoughtful, and be mature. Nothing looks more immature than airing your dirty laundry online and sharing anything and everything and talking negatively about the people in your life.
I agree with most of what Courtney said. I just kind of disagree that men are out there doing a lot of this stuff. Yeah, maybe a few. But overall, men are overwhelmingly don't care to share a lot about these things because we know it makes us look bad. It makes the person that says the bad things worse than the person you're speaking of. And women have not noticed this yet because how many comments and how many videos we've seen now where the women get destroyed in the comments for trashing their husbands, trashing their loved ones. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.